Hey guys, Rich Pasini here from Shop RJ Pasini for great deals on eBay. Today I want to talk about going that extra mile or taking that extra step to make a better presentation when it comes to an item that you picked up. And I always feel the more information the better. Some people may beg to differ, but I do things a little different. And I want to share with you how I go about going that extra mile to make my potential buyer want to hit that buy it now button, so to speak. So without further ado, let me explain a little something to you. I picked up this Sony. It's a Sony digital camera. It's a DSC 90 T900, and yes, I bought it untested. Now, I did a little research on it when I was at the thrift store. It does not power on, and as a lot of you know that are, if you are a newbie, you may feel uncomfortable buying untested items, but I've done a video maybe a little while back about buying untested items to sell on eBay. Now let's face the facts, unless you're buying clothing or sneakers or shoes or handbags or things of that nature, there's really no need to worry about it because there's nothing to untest. You pick up a pocketbook or sneakers or shoes, whatever it is, you give it the once over, you look at it, you say, hey, you know, this looks like it'll be a game changer, it'll be a seller. On the other hand, when it comes to electronics, which I like to sell electronics, I will take that gamble and I will, pick up that item even though it's been untested. Sometimes you got to take these risks, if you want to make a sale. Now this little guy here, they range in all different prices. We're going to get a little into it here. I'm going to show you, how I go about doing it. And hopefully you guys will get a takeaway from it, and hopefully you could use this information to help you guys out when it comes to listing your items on eBay. This is a nice camera. You can see right here, it's not bad. It's in pretty clean condition, and this little guy slides up, I guess, to protect that lens like that. Okay, comes with the strap. It did come with a case, and apparently the case was all written on. I don't know, must have been a young person had it, looked like it had all scribbles on, so I threw it out. If anything, I could always pick a case up for it, just sell it as is. And this is the back. It's got a nice screen on it. Look at that screen. Well, for my hands, I gotta clean it up again with the alcohol, but it is a nice camera. It's got the strap on it, and like I said, this is the DSC, the model DSC T900. We're gonna go to the site and I'm gonna show you what they're selling for and stuff like that. I'm gonna show you what I had to pick up for it. But when I looked at it, one of the things I do is when I'm in a thrift store, well, this was in a bag, so I really couldn't do it. It was kind of like sight unseen. I always like to check and see to have a micro card in there and the battery. Now this particular one I lucked out on because when you click it open over here, there's the battery. So I happen to look in here and lo and behold, I see the battery. Now the next question is there a micro card in here? So getting this out is a little tricky, trying to get it out here. I don't know, it's like, I don't know if you got to push up on it, whatever. Or there's a little lever over here. Oh, there you go. It's a little lever over here that you got to pull out. It's right over here somewhere, right down below there. I guess you push it and then the thing pops out. Now, here is the battery that came with it. It is a Sony. My webcam ain't zooming in here. It's a Sony. I'll just read it. Lithium ion, whatever. It is MP801. MP801. My webcam's not going to zoom in on it. Okay, and then I said, okay, well, I got the battery. Does it have the micro card? And lo and behold, you push down. There we go. This is a perfect find for me. People say, how's it going to be perfect? You didn't test it out. You know if it works. It's okay. I would bet dollar for donuts that this camera, when I get the item that the charger for it, and I charge it that battery, this bad boy is going to work. Okay. What's nice about taking these little things out like this here, when I take a picture, I will take a picture with these items next to the camera, of course. You'll see one, well, I don't know if I'm going to show it to you later on because I might forget about it, but for the most part, I will take a picture. The more people see, the better, okay? And not only that, it cuts back on questioning. People say, does it come with a battery? Does it come with a micro card? This way, they'll see it in the description. When you do a description, you could say it comes with the battery and a micro card or whatever. Okay, so you could do that there. Or a memory stick. I'm sorry. In this case, it's the memory stick. So we're gonna pop that back in there again. We're gonna leave that in so it doesn't get lost. You just push it in, and this battery, we're gonna put this back in there as well. That locks in, and then you close this up, and you pull the lever, and that locks it in place. Okay, it's also got a mount for believe it or not, this little digital camera has a mount for a tripod. There's a tripod mount right over there. Okay, so now I know it's only one thing I want to show you, but I want to show you about how I'm going to try to make this entice the buyer to buy the seed. The more information, I'm going to take a lot of nice pictures of it, front, side, back, and all that. I'm going to take pictures of it on, of course, and I want to show you about, how I go about doing it. So I hope you guys can stick around. All right, so let's go over here. Now, before I get started, I want to share this with you guys really quick. This buyer had purchased this CD boombox iPod player, brand new, and I accepted the best offer. And I know people say, well, if you're going to complain about getting paid, don't bother putting best offer on there. Just put a fixed price and have it where they pay immediately. That's the problem I want to say to you guys right now. To the let me just get a drink of water here. To the newbies, if you're going to get in this business, you might want to think about how you want to get paid. Now, if you do it with the best offer, let's say you step out, like this happens to me a couple of times. I'll be at a thrift store, and all of a sudden I hear I get an audible sound, and I look at my iPhone, and a person's making the best offer. Now, I'm in a thrift store. I'm going to probably be there for 2-3 hours, depending, because they're always bringing stuff out, and I want to be on top of things. Want to get the new stuff out. Well, not new stuff, but pre-owned stuff. I want to be able to get my dibs on it, right? So what happens is you look at it. You're in a thrift store. You look and say, okay, this is what it is. If you're happy with the best offer, you hit that button there. You accept the best offer, and now it's in the buyer's hands. Now they got to make the correspondence responding with you. In other words, are they going to pay you today, tomorrow, next week? Well, anyway, this buyer. I had it for a best offer. I accepted the best offer, and he purchased it on the 24th. Today is the 26th. So I called up eBay, and I wanted to find out. I sent them two invoices, okay? No response. Now, I called up eBay this morning, and I asked them, can I cancel this order out? Now, even though I want to make the sale, this buyer is holding me up from unloading this item, okay? I want to get rid of it. So I called up eBay, said, can I cancel this order out? eBay has a rule, and that's why I'm sharing with you guys, so you don't get any defects on your seller account. You got to wait, give the buyer 5 days. At least 5 days, because if you do it any sooner than that, they're going to, you're going to get a defect on your seller account. And if you're like me, I want to keep everything perfect. I want to keep everything on the up and up, and I don't want to have no problems or I don't want to have any discrepancies between me and the buyer and eBay. Okay, so in order to give this person a little more leadway, I was told to wait. Let's say it's 31 days in August here. I was told to wait by the 30th. If they don't, then I have the right to cancel out this order. See, and here's the problem. What I don't like about that. This happened to me more than one time. I would say total, maybe about 2 or 3 times it might have happened to me. A buyer will make a best offer. I'll accept it, and then the buyer does not make restitution of payment. So then I got to go through the protocol and wait for the 5 days. Okay. If you do it sooner, like I said again, you're going to get a defect on your seller account, and that doesn't look good on eBay on your seller account either way, because eventually, if you keep getting more defects, you start losing your little, well, I'm going to call them fringe benefits, but, it can affect your account by losing your discount and so on and so forth, things of that nature. I want to keep up a good rapport with my buyers. So I'm going to give this guy till Monday of next week, and we're going to see what happens. If not, I could cancel the order out according to the eBay teammate. Okay? So everything, like she said too, she goes, everything is documented. She goes, no, we have that. We know when the person made the purchase, the best offer, and you accepted it, and to the present. And if I'm not mistaken, if you don't, I think you can still do it. Set it up in your account where if the buyer doesn't make any payment, you can, eBay will step in and they'll automatically send them they'll send them a notification. Hey, you owe the seller money, whatever, something along that line, and then eBay gets involved. So let's see what happens, but I just want to put this out there for the newbies, okay? So this way you guys know what's going on. All right, with that set aside, let's go back to my little camera here, and I want to tell you what I had to get for it. So let me move this over here, this mouse. I wanted to just share that story with you. By the way, that is a nice one. The guy got a good deal on it, to be honest with you. But I don't want to say anything just in case I have to relist it again, But we'll see what happens. If we'll take it by that. Little by little, we'll get there. Okay. Now, I showed you in this camera. It has a battery and it has the stick, the memory stick. Okay. This is what I had to order for it. I placed the order. It's already been shipped, according to them. And let's see if it's still on there. No, okay, I guess I erased it out there. This has been shipped. I bought K-Star for my other little Sony digital camera, okay? I'm keeping that one there. I'm not getting rid of that one there. I think I talked about it in my other video. I think guys know it. It's a little guy. I don't remember the model number offhand. I had to order one of these for them, K-Star. K-Star, in my personal opinion, is a good battery charger. It's not the brand name, like it's not a Sony, but it works really good. I have no affiliate links whatsoever. I'm just sharing my personal opinion with you guys. If you got to get a battery charger for your own personal camera, they make it for different cameras as well. This one here is for the Sony, as you can see right over here where my mouse cursor is. Whoops, Sony DSC T900 digital camera. I got it. Now, when you buy these here, I bought, as you can see, it's still left on the one charger. You could buy these with one battery. Of course, the price goes up, $8.99. Now, I don't want to make too much of an investment. I can say $8.99, $5.99. You could have given the buyer a better deal by giving an extra battery. True, but I don't want to go that high with it. So, he's got. This is what's coming in the mail. When I get it, I'm going to charge up that battery I showed you, right? I'm going to do the test, make sure everything works on it. And then we're going to take it from there, that next step. Now, would I recommend this to people? Yeah, I definitely would. I bought it. I have it for my camera. It works good. The battery for my other camera I picked up. That was an untested one too, and I'm keeping that one. So that's a keeper. But anyway, that's a K-Star. If you need a battery charger, check them out. Okay. All right. Now, as far as a digital camera, what they sell for and prices. I got this for a decent price. I don't usually get into the pricing, folks, because I feel sometimes, I've been on other YouTube channels where people will tell people what they're paying for it and what they're selling for it, and they get these nasty, not nasty remarks, but these comments like, how could you buy something so cheap and sell it for so much money? So rather than clear the air with that there, I don't get into the pricing as far as like what I bought the item for and what it sells for. Let's put it to you this way. I'll sum it up this way. What I paid for this here, okay, and even with the investment of the charger, I'm going to make a little profit. Not a big profit, a little profit, right? But I'm making a profit on it. Let's put it that way. Now, if you look at the prices here, they're kind of crazy prices. Like this guy's got auction going on, $30, 0 bids. He has a buy it now price for $50, so that's what he's looking for. Okay. Now, being he's got the bids, if this guy has 3 days left, and you have a sniper program, or you keep them in your save file, when it gets close to that time of the auctioning ended, you'll get a notification. This auction is going to end in an hour. This auction is going to end in a 15-minute, whatever it is. You could be ahead of the game like that, and then you could go and have a bidding war. Now, sometimes when people use these bidding wars, this particular person already has a flat-out price what they want, $50. That's it. Now, with the bidding process, what this guy has. If he goes through that there, if no one doesn't use to buy it now, and they go with the bidding process, let's say someone bids it for $35. There you go. So that's what he's got to sell it for. But he's got 3 days left on it. Okay? This guy's got a little package plan here. Sony CyberShot DSC T900 camera, excellent condition. Excellent. I can't say excellent because I didn't test it. But he's got it for $80 for best offer. All right? But look at the stuff he's got. Okay, I don't have original boxes. I don't have any of the cables and stuff. Well, I don't think I have cables like that. He's got the charger. I don't have the CD player. The CD that comes with the software. Most likely, you could download that off of the Sony website, if I'm not mistaken. Here's another guy got it for parts, $25 just for a camera. It powers up for parts. Okay, that's it. And he puts in there read. So apparently, there's got to be more to it that meets the eye. This guy's got it for $40. Now, if people were to say to me, Rich, if you're going to get this here, you test it out, you bought the battery charger and everything checks out, what are you going to sell it for? I don't know. Between now and then, $40 range looks pretty good. That would give me a decent profit if I sell it for $40. But I got to see. You know, look at, there's all different prices here. This one here is $82. He's got to buy it now. Okay, he don't have best offer. This guy for the 40's got best offer. I do a lot of best offer stuff, you know, but I don't have to. Okay, here's another one with the box, brand new. Wow. Okay, he's got a brand new one here, $649. That would be nice, but you know, I'd be curious to see if this guy gets it for that price. I mean, it is brand new, but I can't see a little camera like this going for $649. But that's just me. Okay. So, and then again, they got different ones. This guy got a lot of 3 digital Sony cameras. Sony, Nikon, Olympus. $25 a best offer. He's even going cheaper than that. Okay? Now, if I really wanted to, if I really was like a real hustler type of person that would put the time in, I could buy all of these here, give the guy best offer. I'd give you $20, buy them and sell them, probably all 3 of them, not all 3 of them, at different, you know, different listings, probably $25, $30 each. So I would definitely make a nice profit with that, and some people will do that, depending on what's wrong. It doesn't seem like it doesn't have any parts for parts not listed. So if my guess is right, you know, for me, I could have done something like that and make money on it there. You know, for the $25 investment, I could probably make it maybe 75. You know, sell it for 75. I'm talking all total 3. You know, it depends. You know what I'm saying? You buy it for 25, you can sell it for 25, that for 25, or 30, whatever. You know, but you got to do your research. And again, here's some more. So I'm just showing you this just to give you a ballpark figure of what these things are selling for. I don't know. I'm figuring mine right now, if I had to take a guesstimation just to throw it out there to you guys, I figure probably in the $40 range, maybe $49.99. I don't know. I really don't know. I got to see if it even works. All right. So anyway, this is what I'm going to buy for it. Okay. I didn't buy it with the battery. I just bought the charger because I'm going to see if that battery charge. Now here's the thing: if that battery is no good, then I got to wait again before I list it. I got to buy a battery then, you know. And that's when, you know, the more you add to this thing, as far as like buying an untested item, you know, you got to be careful for your profit margin, because then it starts shrinking. That's why I didn't buy it with batteries. I could have bought it with batteries, but, you know, right now I'm going to see if this works. And I'm looking at the battery and the condition of this camera. It doesn't look that bad, to be honest with you. All right. So now it comes to information to put up on your listing. Okay. Now, what I do, I have a pre-formatted template over here I use in Microsoft. This is Front Page 2002. I also use Microsoft Microsoft Word as well. This is a pre-formatted template, as you can see here. It's Shop RJ Pacific Great Deals, 100% satisfaction guaranteed, PayPal verified, and fair shipping and power seller. Okay. Now, basically, all I would do is, when it comes to, I like to always leave this right on top that we could see it. Please check out my feedbacks from other buyers and see about my service. All lines are back with a full 30-day money-back guarantee. I like to always keep it there. All I have to do is, not verbatim, but what I would do is I would take this out, this part here, right, like this. Not that I wouldn't recommend you do it because it is somebody else's content. But what you would do is you go back there and you could read a little of it and see, and then, you know, word it in there. Almost the same thing. Everybody say, well, how else am I going to word it, right? But I mean, just to give you an idea of what this thing is all about. Okay, some people would just go like this, like that, copy it, and you go like this, and I can go like this here, and go like this, boom, and I got all the information. I don't recommend doing that there. Me personally, I would do it a little. You know, I know you want to keep the information, you know, the way it is, the way, you know, like basically the way they have. But that's Sony's information. You know, you could just, you know, trip it up a little, or just get an idea or put it in your own words, whatever. But to copy it verbatim like that, what I just did, I don't know if I would go that route, and I'm not recommending anybody to do that either. Okay, just, you know, put some information in there, but I wouldn't copy it verbatim like that, you know. And let me go back here because we're going to take that information out. But I'm showing you that's how easy it can be done, you know. And this is what I use, a pre-formatted template. This stays in my system. And I'll be honest with you, having this stuff like this here, boom, 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 I pretty much knock it out right away. Some people will, now I've seen some sellers, and this is the funny thing, they have this little wording in there. They would put something like Sony digital camera DSC T900 tested and works good. End of story. That's it. And they sell the thing. I put here my feedback, my return policy, my combined shippings, my tracking service, and so on and so forth. It's not really that much to read, but some people may not. But this is how I like to do my thing. And I'm just sharing this with you guys. It's going that extra step to, you know, putting that information into a buyer. Look at this way. Wouldn't you like to know the functionality of this camera? I know I would. You know, when I was looking for cameras back in the day, I would look and verbatim, I'd like to read what this camera, well, not this camera, but what my camera could do. You know, is it, you know, what its features? How many megapixels is it? What does it do? Does it do video? Does it got, you know, how long is the video? What kind of memory stick does it take? Can you add a bigger memory stick in there? Let's say it's a 24 megabyte memory stick or what? I don't know. I like to know all the little details. That's just the way I am. You know, that's me personally. But again, you know, I think the more information, the better. Now, back in the day, I used to listen to eBay radio. Griff, who works for eBay, will say, well, you know, too much information could turn a buyer off. It all depends, okay? I don't know about you guys out there, but me personally, I like to read things verbatim. I want to know what I'm getting, what services I'm getting when it comes to making a purchase of an item, especially if it's, you know, it's going to be a little costly item, okay? So that's just me. But other people may bake the difference, say, hey, you know, I don't need to go that route. You don't have to. I'm sharing what I'm just telling you how I do it, and hopefully, I hope to get make a purchase as opposed to somebody who just puts a little clip in there, a little snippet. You know, that's it. But that's me. Okay, so then you say, okay, well, we got that past that part there. Now it's like over here when it comes to the catalog, the user manual. So I want to print out something for the buyer. Now some people say I'm not going to sell it for the, you know, I'm going to sell it without a manual, and that's fine. Okay, you can do whatever you want. This, on the other hand, when it comes to printing out a user manual, as you can see right up here where my mouse cursor is moving around, it's 124 pages. Now I want to show you something really quick for those who don't know. When you hit your print button, you see up here my mouse cursor, you see a little icon of a printer. When you click this on, let's say you want to print out the first 10 pages. You know, some people think, oh, if I click that button, now this is what people don't know. If I click that button on, I'm going to print it out 124 pages. No, you don't have to print 124 pages. When you click on the icon, like this here, you're going to come over here, okay, and you see where it says all? Now, if you leave it like that, you're going to print out all 124 pages. And you don't want 124 pages. So what you want to do is go like this, and what you want to do is go over here like this. You click out this, you go 1 through 10. Once you hit that, only 10 pages are going to print out. Okay? Here, you have, right over here, it says print on both sides. If you want to shrink it down, you could have it as 5 pages. Okay, so keep that in mind. Okay, if you want to print it on both sides, you could do it like that. I got my iPhone set up here. I'm going to print that. They're going to show you how my printer works with a duplex printer, which is really nice. If you don't have one, I recommend you get one. Okay, all right. So you're probably saying, okay, you're not going to print out 124 pages. So what are you going to do? Well, there's another company I deal with. It's called Manuals Lib. Manuals Lib. I highly recommend if you need user manuals. You might want to come here, and let me give you the URL. It's www.manualslib.com. When you come here, you're going to go to the search engine. You're going to type in the whole all the information on that product. Like this, see how we type in Sony digital camera and put the model number in there, of course, which would be the DSC-T900. You put that in there, and then you'll get this information. Now, you might say, okay, this one now is only 64 pages, okay? And how do I know it? It's right over here. So my mouse cursor is. This says 8 of 64. Now, the thing is, you want to give something for the buyer to know how to operate. You know, you get something like this. It's a point that you just take. This is the this is the rocker here for the for telephoto and whatever. You move it back and forth. This is the power button. It's always nice, but people. Again, I like stuff. I like documentation when I buy things. I really do. But that's just me. So what I want to do is, there's small pages, of course. What you could do is basically have a little arrow here. You could get an idea of what you want to print out. Okay? So deleting images, connecting to other devices, view images on TV. It all depends. Now, if I was to print out from this point on the table of contents and not all this stuff here, like, for the customers only, stuff like that. This is like page 1. Let's go back to page 1. Where is it here? Oh, let me just type it in. How about I just type it in? Okay. Let's see if it takes it there. Okay, this is page 1. Okay, getting started, shooting. Okay, so we got a total of 64 pages for this. Well, they call it a manual, of course, the instruction manual. Some people call it a user guide, and this is why they have it broken down like that. So it's 64 pages. So if I do it double-sided, it'll come out to 32 pages total, right? That's another way of doing it. Do I mind? Not at all. So am I going to print it out? Why not? But let's read the table of contents and see what the buyer is going to be getting. They're going to get getting started, shooting and viewing images, using shooting functions, and so on and so forth. Okay, this is what they're going to get. Now most likely I'm going to do that, and basically what you want to do is when it comes to that there, I'm going to turn my phone on here just for 1 second here, and let me just do this here, and let me just get over here right quick. Bear with me for 1 second. All right, and we got to go to video. Okay. Now, the printer I'm using, just to let you guys know, in case you want, it's a LaserJet Pro 400. It's the MA401, I think. MA401DN, which means duplex networking printer. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over here. I'm going to hit load. I'm going to hit the download. Hit load. I'm going to go over here and acknowledge the little prompts here. It says not a robot. And of course you got to do this. So you got to verify it, mountain and hills, okay, and then you verify it, and you're good to go. Get your manual. This is what you're going to do when you come to Manuals Lib, okay. Now when you go, you could view it in a browser, like I do. I like to view it in a browser at one point, and this is what it's going to look like. It's going to come out. Even though it's come out in 8.5 by 11, whatever. It's going to. I don't think it's going to come out full sheets like that. But what I want to do is, because it is 64 sheets, I'm going to come over here to my little printer icon, and I'm going to have it set up for all, okay? And I'm going to do it on both sides. So without further ado, let's get started here, and let's get it going. Let's get the thing going. Now it's going to take a little time for it to spool, okay? Meaning spooling means it's got to go into the printer's memory buffer. Once it gets to that stage there, the light you'll see on my printer, I got my cam here, I got my iPhone set up over here. Let me just move so you can see a little better, like that. That's it. There we go. And I just got to wait for it. It's starting to blink, and there we go. What I like about a duplex printer is it goes back and forth. Okay, you'll see just like that there how it works. All right, and this is how the first sheet's going to look. Let's put it back over here. That's how it's going to look, folks. See, that's how it's going to look. All right. It'll be 32 pages. It's 64 pages, but with two-sided. All right, let's put this back over here so it'll mess it up. If I can get it back there. All right, so while it's doing its thing there, and it does come out on 8.5 by 11. Now, a lot of you guys out there will not probably want to do this. So you're going to say, look, it's a waste of toner, it's a waste of paper, but you know what? It doesn't that part doesn't really bother me, because I want the buyer to be able to operate this thing, and I'll tell you why I feel the way I do with that when it comes to instructions. I said it before in my other videos, and I'm going to say it now. I've sold things, Sony digital clock radios. I like Sony, by the way, Sony, Panasonic, whatever. I sold Sony digital clock radios, okay? And I would get later on from a buyer who would message me saying, how do you set the timer on this here? How do you turn the dim light on? And things of that nature. That was one of the things I said. I said, you know what? I'm selling these items, these electronic items. Why not sell them with the instructions in it, with the booklets or whatever? Sometimes you can get a quick guide. I sold something. I don't know which one it was. It was a 10-page. It was getting to know your item. I don't know if it was a camera or whatever. It was only a 10-pager. And I said to myself, you know what? Let me print it out. And I included it. I think it might have been what it called. Maybe it's a digital clock radio or a camera. I don't remember offhand, because I sell a lot of this stuff, folks. And thank God, knock on wood, never had a complaint. No one called up and said, not called me up, messaged me and said, how do you operate this thing? They didn't need to. They didn't need to. I didn't get the buyer an excuse to get in touch with me, which is good for me, because now I can do other things instead of sitting there catering to a question, which I don't mind. But for the most part, you could avoid all that there. Now, again, I'm not recommending this to everybody. This is me personally. This is what I'm saying. I go that extra mile for my buyers. This is what I'm referring to. Okay? I don't mind doing it. Yeah, is it a lot of paper, a lot of toner ink? Well, yeah, it is. But you know something? I don't really care at this stage of the game because first off, I'm doing something good for the buyer. Okay? And I want them to know how to use this thing here, this camera. So, you know, that's basically what I'm all about. Now, this here is going to still go for a little bit. I don't know much more. We're almost finished, I guess, with it. It should be 32 pages on it, back to back, of course. And it really looks nice. And I tell you one thing, if you don't know what a duplex printer is, this is exactly what a duplex printer is. Some people I told, a relative of mine, they're a little older. What do you mean, what's a duplex printer? They didn't know what a duplex printer is. All a duplex printer is it prints on both sides. And you got to set it up like that in your printer software. That's why I showed you when you want to print it out, you got to go in there and say print on both sides or else it'll just print. Now, 64 pages is a lot. 32 pages is not that bad, but 64 pages is a lot, you know? So, yeah, when it comes to things of that nature, yeah, it's something to think about, all right? 124 pages, that's not going to cut it, you know what I'm saying? But at least, you know, I'm putting it out there. All right. I think that's basically all I wanted to share with you guys right now. This guy's going to still be going over here for a while. I just want to say to those who follow me on my YouTube channel, I just want to say thank you so much for taking the time out of your busy day to check out my videos. And the most important thing, folks, I always say in my videos, is that you, the potential, well, if you are a buyer, I hope that you guys will, you know, if you do like the stuff I got, if you're going to buy anything from me, here's what I say. Please look at my feedbacks first before you make any purchases, okay? Let me stop this here, my camera here, my phone. Yeah, please, you know, check out my feedbacks first before you even make an attempt to make a purchase from me, okay? See what other buyers have to say, and if you're happy what you see, then, you know, fine. I have everything pretty much on I say all my listings are on best offer. So I've been accepting a lot of best offers as long as they're reasonable, folks. That's all I say. Keep it reasonable. I mean, if I'm selling something for $5, don't offer me $1 for it. I mean, that's not right. That's an insult. No, seriously. No, but sometimes I do get things like that, folks. I really do. There was a situation. I'm using it as a joke, but there was a situation where I had something cheap like that, and a person offered me $1, and they told me, I'm going to give you, this is what I'm going to give you, and I want you to pay for return shipping. I was like, wow. I'd say this person's very demanding for a buyer. Not only do they want it cheap, they want me to pay for the shipping as well. I do pay the return shipping, but this person wanted the thing complete lock, stock, and barrel for $1. And I said, no, I don't think that's going to happen, you know. But you will come across, people will do that. But I want to say this, though. In my other video, I said this, and I thought about it the other day. When it comes to dismissing a buyer that makes a lowball offer, you may not want to do that, folks. Okay? Because I'll tell you why. Sometimes a buyer, it's like a little game they play. Okay? They might throw a little bait out there to see if they catch a bite. Okay? Now, there was a time, or a couple of times, where I would normally just decline something like that. And I have done it because I found it to be an insult, because the thing was so low, I might as well just given it away. But then I thought about it later on as time went on. I said, you know what? Sometimes it doesn't pay to be so, you're upset. I can't believe they did that to me. Take a deep breath, step back, and say, wait a minute. Let me make a counter offer. And you make a counter offer, one of the two things is going to happen. The buyer's going to accept it or they're not. But the thing is, you give the buyer the benefit of the doubt. Okay? You know, rather than dismiss them and say, this person left a low ball offer, I'm not going to bother, I'm going to put them on my block list, I'm not going to have anything to do with them. Make a counter offer and see what happens. If after you make a counter offer, first off, when you make a counter offer, you got to make a price that you're going to adhere to and stick to pretty much. Okay? If you make an offer, let's say something's for $20, and the guy says, well, I'll give you $5, but you say, no, I want $10. That's your firm offer. Stick to it. Because then if you go along with the buyer and say, all right, I'll give it to you for $5, that was a defeated purpose. You shouldn't even bother. You should just kept the just if you offered you 5, take the 5. If that's your mindset. But the thing is, you got to stick to it sometimes when it comes to making, when you're making that decision. And not only that, again, what can you afford to lose? You got your cost of goods you got to worry about, your fees, and all the other little things that's incorporated with this here. So you got to ask yourself, can I really afford to go that low, take a low ball offer like that? What is my profit margin going to be? Okay, so really think about this stuff when it comes to doing that. But don't always dismiss a buyer or potential buyer. A potential buyer when it comes to them making a low ball offer. Remember one thing: we are in tough times, and I'm not going to sugarcoat anything. There are a lot of things going on in this world that affect the buying decisions of people. Cost of gasoline going up, food going up. Not everybody's trying to save a dollar here and there. I know I am. Okay, and I feel basically, and I'm not going to get into the whole rigmarole of this here about what's going on in this country, but there are people that if they don't feel comfortable in their jobs or whatever it may be, they're going to be very reluctant to sit there and say, I don't know if I want to buy this little Sony digital camera for $40 or whatever. I don't really need it right now. I could use my iPhone or whatever. So, you got to think of these things. Not everybody's going to sit there and go and break open their wallet and say, I'm going to buy that there. That's not really a necessity. If I had a choice of buying this for $40 and saving $40 to put towards a bill or buy food with it, I'm going to put it towards, well, most likely it's going to be for food, okay? But I'm going to take that same $40 and buy food with it. I'm not going to worry about this. This is irrelevant. This is not a necessity. Some people may beg to differ. To me, it's not a necessity. Okay, so what I'm trying to say is, when it comes to, things of that nature, you really got to think about these things. Well, I'm going off of like some sidecasting of other things here, but, talking about what's going on in the world and people buying. But you got to understand, the point I'm trying to get across is, some people may not be financially well off or whatever, and they're watching their budget, and every nickel and dime counts, folks. So you gotta expect that sometimes. If a buyer's making a low ball offer, it's probably most likely it's one of two things: they really can't afford to spend that kind of money, or they just want to see if they can get it for that cheap price like that, whatever. Maybe they're just toying around with the idea and see if they throw an offer out there if you'll bite. And in some cases it's either a give or take. Me, I used to be like that. When it came to low ball offers. I would just hit the decline button. That's it. No interaction with the buyer, and I'm be done with them. Don't block them. I just would be done with them. I'm not gonna. But I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that because those people that make the low ball offers may be people that may want to buy from you. So think about that, folks, for a minute, okay? I don't make best. I don't. When I see somebody selling something, I don't always put out the best offer because first off, if something's cheap enough, how much more can I want to get it for? You know what I'm saying? If somebody's selling something for $10, am I really going to sit there and say, can I get it for $5, whatever? I mean, I'm thinking about them too. They're trying to make a little money too. That's what we're all in eBay for, right? We're all on this selling platform because we want to make money. Some people do it full time for a living. Some people do it as a side hustle, Some people do it to supplement their income. If they can make an extra few bucks or whatever they do with the money, that's their business. But, everybody's got different reasons, as to why they're on eBay and why they're selling. It's for different things, okay? So, you got to take that in consideration. But anyway, this is it. I know some people might say, geez, this is going to add weight to the postage. Well, yeah, it is. It is gonna add some weight to the postage, no doubt about it. I set up my videos, ounces turn to pounds. Yes, this is 32 pages, but if you got a booklet, if you got the book itself, it would probably be, well, this is 8.5 by 11, but it would probably be, it may be the same weight amount. You know what I'm saying? But at least they're getting a nice, look at this, two-sided on how to use this thing. Look at this. Okay, nice. Black and white, at least I have something to work with. And I will put this in a clear plastic sheet, whatever, to protect it when I send it out. And now I got something else to add with my camera. Now I could say comes with battery, a memory stick, and a user manual. Okay? This is how I like to do my business. Is this a game changer? Is this going to make a difference in selling? Maybe not. Is the buyer going to get it and discard it? I don't think they would. Why would you? I mean, it goes with this. It goes hand in hand with this. And let me tell you something. I would hope the buyer wouldn't, if the buyer was going to send this back, I want this back with it. Okay? And I would make a stink over it. If a buyer sent this back and not this, I would notify eBay and say, look, I'm going to give them a partial payment because they kept my user manual. Okay? Whether it's original or not, I want to be compensated for this. If they're going to just send this back, I want either you send it both back, or I get a discount. I have to discount the price on your refund because you're keeping my manual. I'm not printing this out again. You know what I'm saying? So I would hope that if that was the case, I'd get this back as well. Yeah, I'm not going to hole punch it or anything of that nature. I'm going to, maybe I put a little clip on there, a little binder clip on there when I sell it, put it on there. This way they can go through it, whatever. But it is nice. It came out good, and I really am happy with this here. All right. You know what? I'm going to close this video out, guys. I hope you got a takeaway from it. And if you did, hopefully you like me and you like my videos, I hope, you'll hit that subscribe button, like, comment, and share. And if you want to be updated when I post certain videos, please hit that bell notification icon. Let's make this channel grow, folks. Let's make this channel grow. I know I hit that milestone, but let's get this channel to grow even more. The more subscribers I get, the more content I could put out. As I said in my other videos, folks, I don't have a book to sell you, and I don't have a dream to sell you. But I think my personal take, I think I put out good information to be help to you guys. Okay? Some people might not want to share all their little ideas and tips and tricks, or whatever you want to call it, on how to become a better seller, but I don't care. My YouTube channel, and I'll say it again and again and again, for all intents and purposes, is to help, inspire, and share. Okay? I want to help people. I want people to become better sellers. And, I don't mind putting the information. Some people may say, you put a lot of information out there, but look, if it's not me, it's going to be somebody else sharing information, so why not? Okay? I like sharing information with people. And I'm going to continue to keep putting out good information. Good, clean content. And to be honest with you, that's how this channel grew, folks. Because I put out good, clean content, and I'm letting it grow organically. I don't do no sub for subs on this channel. Everything I got on this channel, as far as getting to where it is now, growing with the subscribers I have, it wasn't through no sub to subs. I want this channel to grow organically, and I want to keep getting bigger and bigger. I would love to have, I know it sounds crazy, I'd love to have hundreds of thousands of subscribers. I would love to have millions of subscribers. That probably never happen, but hey, I could dream. Everybody else dreams, why not? What's that saying? In order for a dream to come true, you got to have a dream. So that'd be a dream, But that's me. But anyway, let me let you guys go because I got busy. I got things to do. I got to work on this video now. I got to do some research. That's why I got my laptop set over there. I know you're probably wondering, what's with the split screens? I like split screens. I don't know. I think it keeps it a little, like I said in my other video, I think it breaks the monotony of it just looking at a person. Maybe your eyes could wander. Oh, okay, that thing's still doing. I don't know. It's just, maybe it's good for distraction. Who knows? I don't know. But to me, I like doing split screens. But anyway, yeah, and the reason why I got that there, the reason why I'm doing that there, well, I don't have to keep a camera on it, is because if I get any notifications, and it's for me it's important. Like when it comes to a buyer making a best offer, I like to respond to them right away, because for the simple reason is this is my mindset. If I don't respond to them with an offer, they may go to another person. If they don't get back, that happened to me one time. I made a best offer to somebody, not a best offer, a purchase, or I had a question on an item, and the person didn't get back to me, and I was waiting and waiting. I was really anxious. I had to get this. I don't remember what it was. It's probably some electronic, something for my electronic thing I was selling, and I didn't wait any long. I went to another buyer for another seller I made. So if you're a person that's very spontaneous and you need to have that thing right away, you don't got time to play games, that's my mindset is. So if people say, all right, so you're doing a video, in the middle of a video, you're going to stop and answer the question. Yeah, what's the big deal? I pause it, right? I come back, I pick up where I left off. Plain and simple. But my buyers are my number one priority. That's what it's all about. All right. I'm going to close this video out. I just want to say in closing, as I always say, if you are thinking about selling on eBay or you are a seller on eBay, I am wishing you guys all the best in sales. Until next time, bye-bye for now.